welcome back to another episode of Spackle and my little new Minecraft world. So, as you saw in the last episode, we basically found our islands, stuff like that. As you can see from everything around me, I've planted a bunch of trees, so I have a little bit of progress on this island. I felt like it needed trees. It was looking really flat and barren. So I did go around and plant a bunch of trees, and basically all I did was wait until they all grew in this little itty-bitty, a literal dirt survival house. Like, this was the structure of it. So, oh yes, I forgot to mention over here, one of the trees that I ended up planting ended up growing into a little tree with a beehive. So, because I don't have the resources to build any sort of bee farm right now, what I did was I caught 2 bees and 2 boats, and now they're just kind of like living their lives here next to the beehive. And I have it all set up so that I can roast stuff. I don't know if you saw in the beginning, but I had my potatoes on there. And I have a little mini farm over here, but to be honest, this island's still pretty vacant. But I do feel like this is a nice start. We now have trees. It doesn't look as barren. Looks pretty chill. So at this point, I think it is time to move out of this little dirt house into an actual house. And before I started recording, which I'm so sorry about, but I created this sort of border, so this is going to be roughly the size of the house. I don't want it to be too huge. This is a pretty small little dinky island, and I don't want to build a house that's too overly huge. So this is what I've started out with, like, the dimensions of. So I'm gonna fill in the floor. I'll probably take down this house area. Sorry if you're a huge fan of dirt houses, but I think it's time for me to move on to an actual big girl house. So I'm going to put a nice little cobblestone flooring in here. And I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so now we have flooring. Very, very exciting. I ended up moving everything onto the top floor area. So, feel like this is a good grounds to start. I think I'm gonna build my little pillars for my house. I chose in between, for my different elements of my house to be brick and cut stone, just because I think that they're like a pretty combination. So we shall see what that ends up looking like. But I think I'm gonna start working on the walls now of my little house. So stay tuned in a minute. They'll hopefully be up and ready. Woohoo! Okay, and now we have at least the corners of the walls set up. So I think I'd like to create a little entrance somewhere over here. Right in like this sort of area. And I think just because this looks so much like a dock, I'd like to make an entrance coming in from this area as well. And so I think it might be time to start building in the walls. Or maybe should I do the roof first? I do not know. See, I want to do one of those slanted roofs because I haven't done that in a world in like forever. So I don't entirely know what that's going to look like, but I think I might try and do the roof first and then see how the walls lay out. Alrighty, I'll see you in a second. So now we have a little bit of the roof. I'm currently standing on a little pillar of soil so you guys can see like the best view of it. But as a person who doesn't know how to make roofs typically, I think this one's pretty cute. It just seems like a normal outline. I think I'm gonna fill it in with brick stairs so it matches like what I want to do with the walls down here, and I think it'll look really cool. But I think this is a nice little, it looks like a literal actually skeleton of what I think my house's shape is going to be like. So I'm a pretty big fan of it. I don't know, I definitely am not an expert at making roofs. If you've literally seen any of my other series or videos, they're not something that I know how to do. That's more of a spackle territory thing. But I think I'm pretty happy with this. So I'm gonna break these down. And I think, while I have this all sectioned, I think that looks really pretty together. Is it just me? I don't know. I think it's really cute. But we shall see when it's fully decorated. But I like the colors together. Plus, this house is gonna be really not flammable, which is nice too. So, I'm gonna start filling in the rest of the roof, and I will catch up with you in a minute. So now I've finished up the surrounding areas of the roof. I do like this color combo. It's a little plainer than I thought, but you know, that's a-okay. I do have to say, I ended up adding these kind of underbar areas. I think I might make this house 2 floors, with like the bottom floor being where I have like my bed, a little enchanting table maybe, stuff like that. And the top floor might be turned into more of a storage area. But again, we will see. But so far, this is what it looks like. I actually like it a lot. I had mixed feelings with the idea of making like my first roof, and it's actually looking pretty cool, so I'm not too far against it. And I think I'll make it a little bit fancier. And I think now it is officially time to get to the wall building. But as you can see in my lovely inventory, I am running very, very low on bricks, and considering I wanted to build bricks around all of this, I'm going to spend a nice chunk of time recollecting more bricks and assembling the walls of this house. So I will be back in about a second for you, and probably a little while longer for me. Okay. So, I'm gonna try and not have the house in the view right now, because I have officially, after a while of collecting brick stairs and brick and stuff like that, and sand and crafting lots, you know, fun stuff, I would like to present the first floor of my house. So now you can kind of see it from this angle, and I will give you more of a tour when we get a little closer to it. So to start, we have this little walkway entrance in. I don't know what I was thinking with the bricks. The bricks took forever to find. I still really like the color combination of the two together, and especially with the cobblestone inside. But it took me a nice hot second to gather all the materials, which is why I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna have to break up the second floor into another video because this took forever. But you can now see a little bit of the outside. I did these things with the windows. Look at this, I have windows, like normal house windows. I really haven't done that in any of my past series as much. And I thought I'd make them cute and have them surrounded with these like brick stairs. So it gives a little bit more dimension to the house. I think they are super Oh my gosh. Oh, for a second I thought there was a creeper in there. I have been playing Minecraft for a little too long on this. But, when you come in, we have an entrance that leads down to my little boat down at the entrance over here. Over here we have an entrance that leads to, I guess, where I'm gonna create the traditional front of my island. And over here I felt like there needed to be an exit near here as well, just because it looks a little nicer. It just seemed a little weird. I did build this initially without these two sets of doors right here, and it looked really weird. It just didn't look like quite symmetrical, so I'm very glad that I decided to add that. And I added a roof, which is made out of like these lovely cut sandstone pieces, which again took me forever to gather. This was not a supply simple creation, but I really do think this looks so cute, and it's all above ground. Look, you can see outside through the doors. I love it. You can see the little flower patch I have, and right where like that bee tree is through the door again too. Look at that. And oh, the sunset through here looks so freaking cool. I really do love it. So I'm very, very proud of what I ended up doing with this house, especially because it's not like anything else I've built before. I think it looks really cute, and I'm really proud of this first floor. I will continue to decorate it in following episodes, but for now it is currently as well lit as I could make it and as nice as I can make it with my amount of dedication I can do to Minecraft today. But overall I'm very proud, and I think it looks really cute. But I look forward to adding the top floor over here and making it into a place to put chests and different storage options and stuff like that. And I think it looks really, really darling and cute. I'm gonna hop in the boat so you can see it from off the island, because I think it looks really cute from there too, getting a little distance of it just floating there on our little island. But look how cute that is. That is a big roof, but it is still very, very cute, and I am a big, big fan. And now that the sun is setting, actually, I'll be able to get inside and show you how beautiful it looks through these windows. Look at that sunset. Isn't that so cool? I wanted to make sure that my house had a little bit of a view for the sunset as well, especially because I am on an island, and you do have the privilege on these sorts of flatter areas of land to have a beautiful sunrise and a beautiful sunset. So I wanted to make sure to include that. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. At least the first part of this house building process. I hope you have an absolutely lovely day and a lovely night in this case. And I shall see you, hopefully with Spackle, in my next video soon. And I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!